Test 1, 2, 2 test. We're back. We had a little slight technical difficulty there, and I had to do the switcheroo on the cameras because my camera wasn't getting any audio, my previous one. And so we're back. It's H Wolf 3 and none other than the partner in crime for now 10 years, Roman Claude Rankin. I done put your picture up, Claude. Say hi to the good people.
What's up, people? If you see this picture now, don't call the popo. Don't call the police on me. I'm still.
He said, "Don't call the popos on there." All right, and of course I am H with 3, and collectively we are the Truth Hurts. And let me get Claude back up here. All right, so Claude, how you been?
Great. Hockey season's opening season started. Everything's good. Basketball season started. We good. We lost first game, but don't worry.
Yeah.
We get everything back.
Yeah. Now, good is a relative term because we're actually going to talk about things that are not so good in the world of sports, U.S. sports. So we're going to talk about that. As we are talking, the Detroit Pistons are playing the Houston Rockets, and
right now
they are having issues. They got one player. Did a whole episode on. I had to delete it, but we followed up with a follow up, and that is Malik Beasley, who has to this day not signed with a team over the gambling allegations. Now he was cleared by the feds, but now the NBA is investigating him, and that's Adam Silver.
He's still here. He's still alive.
He's still alive. Still running the ship into the ground. All right, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to that. Let's get to the nitty gritty. You see, because they get out. Let's get to the nitty gritty, folks. We got some heartbreaking news. None other than Mr. Big Shot. Claude, I'm going to take you down for a quick sec and put up a pic of Mr. Big Shot, Chauncey Billups. And
I
this,
get pulled aside for Chauncey.
and this is, I know that hurts, but yeah, we got to put him up, and we're gonna play a video, try to get a little insight in what's going on because this man was arrested. Him, Terry Rozier, another ex-player, and another NBA player whose name is escaping me, are all part of a widespread gambling probe. Now, we've talked about this behind, before we went on air. Based upon what we've talked about so far, what's your first impressions
on Chauncey?
On Mr. Big Shot, Chauncey Billups, what's going on?
Well, he's not perfect, so this is one thing I can say. He's not perfect, so.
Well, nobody is except Jesus, so Christ. So let's get to this. We're not going to delay. We're going to put up this video. Not going to play the whole thing. This is from Fox 2. This is the local Fox 2 broadcast because, of course, this is of keen interest to Detroiters because obviously he was the captain of the team. I don't know if him and Ben Wallace were co-captains or what, but
I thought it was Rashid. I mean, not Rashid. I mean, Rashid.
No.
I meant Rashid and Rip was co-captains.
Rashid, no. No.
I didn't mean to say Rashid. I said Rip Hamilton. Rip and Chauncey Billups was captains. That's what I thought.
Captains and co-captains? I don't know.
Yeah.
Thought it was Ben and Chauncey, but I could be wrong. But maybe I'll look it up before we go off the air. But anyway, let's get to it. Stand by. We're going to play this video, some of it, not the whole thing, and get an idea of what's going on. Stand by.
Sports legend Chauncey Billups now facing charges along with more than 30 others accused of rigging sports bets and poker games backed by mafia families. Good evening, everybody. I'm Rupert Ash.
And I'm Taryn Asher. The feds describe it as one of the most brazen sports corruption schemes since sports betting became legalized. Now, these people are accused of using confidential information about athletes and teams to place hundreds of thousands of dollars in fraudulent bets. And Fox 2's Scott Wolchek is live outside the Pistons Performance Center in Midtown to break down these charges. Scott.
Yeah, this is definitely not anything that Pistons fans would expect from Chauncey Billups. You know, he was the leader of the team that won us that championship in 2004. So let me break this down for you because there's a lot of people involved in this, and there's two different indictments. So the FBI have arrested Billups, who is the current head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, as well as NBA player Terry Rozier, right? So there's two different indictments. Basically, the one that Billups is allegedly involved in are these illegal poker games, right? So they were poker games supposedly put on by the mafia featuring star athletes or former athletes, with Chauncey Billups being what they called a face card, right? So you'd play a game with Chauncey, but what you didn't know, these poker games were totally rigged with things like special tables that can read what the cards are even though they're face down. You also have special contact lenses that can read marked cards. All of this was being relayed to somebody who was known as the quarterback. They would relay all this information and tell people like Chauncey, hey, this is what's going on at the table, and give them advice. That way, they would basically clean house of whoever the victim was. I caught up with a former special agent with the FBI to talk about this situation because this was a huge bust involving more than 30 people, including the mafia.
I worked the mafia for many, many years in the FBI. This is their bread and butter, gambling, right? So if they get these types of individuals, they get their hooks into them, they can manipulate games, manipulate the betting system. This is what they love. This is how they make their money.
Any thoughts on why these guys do this? I mean, this dude's an NBA head coach. You'd think he'd be making some money.
Yeah, well, it's money. It's the game, right? It's the action. You know, in my career in the FBI, I dealt with a lot of these types of individuals. There's degenerate gamblers. It's a mental thing. They can't help themselves. Usually in cases like this, yeah, they kind of come in waves. So I would not be surprised if there's another wave of indictments and arrests.
All right, we're going to stop it right there. Trying to get this audio right. All right, Claude. I asked Claude if he was able to hear it and put your picture back up. So what did you think?
Well, we already said he ain't perfect. So we already know the flaunt means. It's already done. They're about to throw the book at him. They're about to throw the book. I think he's about to
I'm listening.
about to get some time. He's about to get some time served now.
I hear you. It looked like Mr. Big Shot is taking his last big shot for a while, because looked like he blew it. He got involved with mobsters. And now, before everybody sit back and gloat, we're not going to make the same mistake as Malik Beasley. We did with Beasley. I'm not going to sit up here and judge Chauncey Billups, but this looks bad. This looks bad. This is not. With Beasley, there was a lot of great. Malik Beasley was a lot of gray area, meaning they were just theorizing or speculating he was fixing, some aspects of his game, but that can be very inconclusive unless they can come up with some hard evidence. That can be can be very inconclusive, because nobody can say Malik Beasley was dogging it last year. That man had shot over 303. So almost. I mean, he was already a very good player, but he exceeded whatever. Now, Chauncey, is a Hall of Famer, the
Mm-hmm.
NBA Hall of Famer, not just the Pistons. The clip showed them raising his number, his jersey up to the rafters. I don't know if that was LCA or the Palace, but the bottom line is his number was retired. This man was considered an icon in Detroit and the NBA, and he threw it away over some poker games. It's just unbelievable. And not just him, it's a bunch of other ones, too.
You're unbelievable.
Unbelievable. You said what?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Claude?
Like the song. It's unbelievable what you do.
Yeah, this is crazy. And he's not the only Hall of Famer we're going to talk about that has, well, I'll stop there. He's not the only Hall of Famer we're going to talk about. The other Hall of Famer is not in any trouble like Chauncey.
Yeah.
But this is a shocker. The NBA is going to try to play it off. Ain't no playing it off. There's no playing this off. This is a black eye. This is two black eyes. And let me mention this, Claude. We didn't talk about this pre-show, but NBA players. A lot of people. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. People out here are gamblers, addicts. They play the lottery, they go to the casino, they bet on sports.
People, but I can't say that name. But we know who the casino, we know who the lotto people are.
Be quiet.
I keep that one.
You better. You don't want no feds knocking on your door, so be careful. So now, so you got just your average everyday normie playing a lot, gambling, doing prop bets on FanDuel and what is all that junk, MGM, all those different apps and stuff. So it ain't no sense in being no hypocrite. You got a large segment of the population has been gambling on sports for years and are gamblers. So it's totally, I can't even say naive. It's the height of ignorance to think that pro athletes who have all the disposable income in the world are not going to gamble. I mean, give me a break. But yet, if it threatens the so-called integrity, quote unquote, of the game, they're quick to throw them under the bus. Now, I'm not condoning what Chauncey Billups done by no stretch of imagination. None. I'm just saying it is not a secret that pro athletes are voracious gamblers. Come on now. Come on, somebody. Come on now. And they will admit it. And you really think with that in that type of atmosphere that they fostered, that everybody gonna be a choir boy and walk the straight and narrow? Is not gonna happen.
Choir boy.
Choir boy. You never heard that expression before?
Yeah, I heard of it. R. Kelly.
Help this man, Lord. Help him, Jesus. All right.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, you're not. You ain't sorry. All right. Now, we're going to shift gears. Mr. Big Shot, we hope you repent and get on your knees like Diddy did in court. Or maybe you might be spared some time. You might be going in. I'm sorry. This is bad. This is bad.
This is too much for me to have.
I know. Claude is heartbroken. And I'm hurt too because that was my guy. Now I will say this before we move on from Chauncey. I really don't want to bring this up, but I think I better. Early in his career, he was involved in a scandal and he overcame that. So when God brings the lesson to this is when God brings you out, never forget it. Because that first incident, which I'm not going to talk about at all, it could have derailed not only his career, could have derailed his life. And the man has a wife. He has lovely wife and 3 beautiful daughters. And you hate to see this. You hate to see this. So my thing is, Chauncey, repent. Acts 2:38, as Apostle Jennings say. Now, moving on. We're moving on. We're going to another catastrophe in the making.
Who we got this time?
Here we got this time. Who we going to what's they doing? Roulette, roll the wheel. Who we got there? Because there's a bunch of them.
Wait, no, we used to do that on Halloween. I'm sorry. This is my wrestling joke for today. WCW used to have that pay-per-view called Halloween Havoc, and the roulette wheel.
Heathen Havoc, yeah.
Yeah. So this is who's on the spin. We're gonna spin and see who name gonna come up. Whose name gonna come out of the pocket.
All right, here we go. Spinneroonie.
Yeah.
Oh, we got him. Pictures up. Mark Sanchez. Ex-QB of the New York Jets.
Yes.
There's a guy used to say on Good Times, you in trouble.
Yes.
JJ, you in trouble. Mark Sanchez, you in trouble.
Yes.
This man has done some things I can't even wrap my mind around. All right, so Mark Sanchez was a quarterback. I think we was with USC, if I'm not mistaken. And then he was a quarterback with the New York Jets. He made the pros. He was drafted into the NFL. Do you remember him by any chance, Claude?
I heard the name before.
Yeah.
He wasn't all that big. Did he play for the Jets?
He played for. That's what I just said. He played for the Jets. He was it Southern Cal. He played for in college.
I don't remember that part. I don't take it. I didn't follow his career.
Okay. All right. So let me get to the point of what's going on. I'm going to be reading from a website called Awful Announcing, of all things. And ironically, Mark Sanchez was an announcer with Fox Sports. He did some of the game broadcast. So we'll get to the heart of this in a second. All right, so this article is by Sam Newman. Mark, not to be confused with Paul Newman. Mark Sanchez battery trial is getting cameras as is getting a new judge. Judge James Osborne took over the case this week and approved the use of cameras in the courtroom. Let me skip through that. Okay, I'm skipping down because his first hearing already happened. That happened on October 22nd. That was 2 days ago. Another pretrial hearing is for December 2nd, and the trial date is December 11th. So they're moving quick on this. Okay, so what did he do? Sanchez faces felony battery charges after an October 4th altercation in downtown Indianapolis. He was in town to call a... What?
Did he beat his wife or something?
Let me finish, please. He was in town to call and Claude already knows that's not the case. So he just being funny, folks. He was in town to call a Raiders-Colts game for Fox around 12:38. Okay. He was in town to call a Raiders-Colts game for Fox. Around 12:30 a.m., he confronted Perry Toll a 69-year-old truck driver collecting cooking oil from a hotel. Police reports say the situation escalated physically. Toll used pepper spray, then a knife, telling police he thought Sanchez was going to kill him. Sanchez ended up hospitalized in critical condition with chest wounds. He was arrested at the hospital on 3 misdemeanor charges: battery with injury, public intoxication, and unlawful entry of a motor vehicle. Prosecutors later upgraded one to a level 5 felony that carries up to 6 years in prison.
Oh, almost Diddy. Almost like Diddy.
Right.
Only 6
Now,
years.
they go into where after he left the hospital, he was booked at Marion County Jail on October 12th. He posted $300 bond and was allowed to leave Indiana. He told reporters he was focused on recovery and thanked the trauma surgeon who saved my life. Toll filed a civil lawsuit against Sanchez and Fox Sports. The lawsuit claims Sanchez appeared drunk when he started the fight, which left Toll with permanent injuries. Fox hasn't said much, the network. Release statement saying Sanchez was injured in Indianapolis without mentioning the arrest or charges. So they're trying to pretend this never happened. Brady Quinn filled in for him that Sunday. Sanchez hasn't been on Fox schedule since. You think? And the network is now in week 7. Pure genius. So let me put up Mr. Sanchez's booking photo. I got a player photo of him.
I got put aside
for a rogues gallery. All right, there he is. Mark Sanchez's booking photo. Let's see if I can. Oops. Hold on, Claude. I'll get back in the swing of things with these graphics. All right, there we go. For all the world to see. Now, from what I've seen footage from TMZ, and at 12:30 at night, Mark Sanchez is walking around the streets of Indianapolis. Basically, he looked like he was intoxicated. He wasn't really stumbling, but it's like, why are you walking out in the middle of after midnight? What is the point?
Drinking.
So he comes upon this truck driver. Now, they didn't show footage of the actual attack, but they showed him walking around. So apparently he tells this truck driver, "You can't do that, blah, blah, blah." And he literally goes into the man's truck and attacks him. And the man pepper sprayed him. That didn't stop him. And then he pulled out a pocket knife and stabbed him. And apparently that stopped him. But then you see security footage. Now, I've seen this footage. I don't have it, so I'm not going to show it. But because I don't want to get sued. But because it's TMZ, or Court TV or whatever. But they show Mark Sanchez walking down the same street he had come from with bleeding, with wounds from his chest or stomach. It is bizarre. And Claude, I'm telling you, I'm taking this down now. We put your picture back up. This man that he attacked, the 69-year-old truck driver, it's bad. Ooh, it's bad. That man, I feel for him. I mean, Mark Sanchez paid the price, but that man, I don't think he'll be driving anymore. I mean, and you assaulted him what? Because you thought he shouldn't be collecting cooking oil? What is?
Was he high right now? Was he high?
I think the man was high or drunk or something. I'm just speculating. I know he was drunk because in the footage you could tell he was inebriated. But he ran into somebody else on the street. He didn't attack them, but he picked on this poor man. So It's bizarre. I'm sure more details are bizarro world. That's our saying. So I'm sure the more details are going to come out and try on the pre-hearing and the trial. Feel like an attorney now, but anyway, we go.
Johnny Cochran.
That's an in joke, folks. But anyway. All right, you know what? I think I'm gonna tell that one. What Claude is referring to, I was once, and this is related to. This is actually. I'm glad you brought that up, Claude, because it's actually related to this. I was the center supervisor at a recreation facility called Farwell. This is back in the mid 2000s. So it was a guy, I forgot, it's so long ago I forgot his name. I think I wanted to forget. So wait, listen now. So this man, without getting into a lot of the history, the center had been designated a senior facility. I don't want to get into the backstory about that, but you had to be a senior to come in during the morning hours. So the minimum age was 50. So this one particular guy who kind of was a troublemaker, we had problems with him. He said, "Oh, Mr. Wolf, can I please come in? I want to play pool." I said, "Dude, you're not old enough. You've given us trouble before." "Oh, I won't cause no trouble. It's gonna be fine." So wait. So I said, "Okay, I'll make an exception," because he was 49. We checked his ID and stuff. So, all right, I'll give you a break, but I don't want no trouble out of you now. The day we let this guy in, he goes berserk. Attacks a co-worker, Kendall Bradford, rest in peace, because he's dead. I mean, not from this incident. I mean, he died in recent years. But he jumped on Kendall, attacked him with a pool stick, was chasing him around the center. And I'm like, what is going wrong? This guy has gone, hey man, is this guy going crazy? What is wrong with him? He just hulked up and gone, wow. So somebody, I don't know if he said it or somebody else said it, but he had mixed alcohol with prescription drugs. It's probably like a Mark Sanchez, and went berserk, became violent. So what Claude was laughing about, what I was laughing about. So I called the police. So 3 squad cars came up. They came up to the building, and once he saw that we had called the police, now all of a sudden he started sobering up. So he goes outside. And so the police are like closing in on him. Squad cars are pulled up. So he pulls out his cell phone and he says the most famous words, "Johnny Cochran? Johnny Cochran, I need you, Johnny Cochran." Now keep in mind, Johnny Cochran is already dead. And he's calling for Johnny Cochran, not Jesus, but Johnny Cochran. And they just still didn't spare him. They arrested him, handcuffed him, and put him in a squad car and took him away. And unfortunately, we had to revoke his membership privilege. So Claude, I told this story to Claude. He absolutely just falls out every time. It is funny. It is funny because this man in a stupor, he's drunk. And he's holding his cell phone, going, "Johnny Cochran, I need you, Johnny Cochran." Was just classic.
We see some people in the past that had the same issues, but I won't say their name.
Mm-hmm.
Out of respect.
That's a rabbit hole. We could go down the whole night, but we don't have that type of time. So that's what happens when you are prone to becoming drunk. Now, All pro sports sell liquor, promote liquor, promote drinking and beer.
Look at the Palace.
The Malice at the Palace was started. A lot of people don't know this. I think we talked about it once. Was started because of course, the fight between Ben Wallace and it really wasn't a fight. He just shoved him. But between Ben Wallace and Ron Artest. But the reason why it turned into a riot is because everybody was drunk. Everybody was drunk because Palace, at that point in time, I don't know whose brilliant idea was this. Joe Dumars, Tom Wilson, who was the team president at the time. Joe Dumars was general manager. All they served was alcohol out there. No food, no nothing. How do I know this? Because I had been there for the home opener between the same two teams. So the world is not going to change. They're not going to stop alcohol and liquor sponsorship. So you're going to continue to have these situations. So all they can do is pretend like you don't notice and sweep it under the rug. And this guy that couldn't handle his booze, we'll bring somebody. What was it, Brady Quinn? We'll bring him in to replace him. No big deal. No problem here, folks. We better call Johnny Cocker. I think I've said too much already. So, any more analysis about Mark Sanchez, Claude?
No, he's a fool. But that's all I got. Right,
one thing about Claude, he is short and to the point. Let's keep it moving.
Okay.
Next up is this is a little different.
Okay.
Claude, unfortunately, got to go down again. I'm gonna be going down too because it's gonna take up most of the screen. Is this man here? His name is Eric Dickerson. I take that back. I'm not going to be. It's on the half of the screen. Eric Dickerson. Now this is a recent picture of him. He is an NFL running back, another Hall of Famer, and he's not in trouble with the law. But we're going to tell you what's going on with him in a second. All right, so not yet. He might be after some of the things he said, which scarily, I think I agree with him. Now this is a picture in his playing days. He still, to this day, I believe, holds the single season record for rushing yardage, which I believe is 2,106 yards. Barry Sanders, as Detroiters know, and the world, he cracked 2,000, but he never, I don't think anybody's ever broken his record. So this man's in the Hall of Fame. So apparently he's no dummy. So, but wait till you hear what he had to say. Claude, I'm going to take his picture down, put you back up.
Okay. At least they know who a celebrity is.
Claude gets jealous. I got to keep him up on the screen. All right. So what we got here, let me see if I can find this, folks. Give me a moment. This all stems from the Super Bowl. Now, the Super Bowl has been mired in controversy for years over this choice of halftime acts. From the infamous Janet Jackson exposure by Justin Timberlake to Beyonce blowing the lights out in the Superdome, which I think was a lie. But I said, we right.
They ain't cost me no money.
No, because we don't gamble on none of this stuff.
Yeah.
Claude backed that up. We talked about it on another episode, and I was so proud of him. Because it's one thing to talk, but it's another thing to walk. And Claude acknowledged one of the things we did when we were playing with our organization, Wolfpack Alliance,
Wolfpack
table
Alliance.
tennis team.
We still
We
call it the
did
Wolfpack
not
Alliance.
gamble, and Lord knows there was plenty of opportunities to gamble. Because people will bet on two tadpoles fighting if they could. So
Tie shoes. I can tie my shoes faster than you.
faster than you. So we had plenty of opportunities to make money. We could have grifted people, but pretended like we couldn't play and then beat them. But next thing you know, somebody might have been putting a gun out on them. Now, if you remember that crazy movie, Balls of Fury.
Yeah, that's us.
No, that's not us. But
No,
I
know what you're saying.
The start of the movie showed Randy Daytona showed his daddy basically getting beheaded because he had kept betting on his son games and losing. So there you go, right there. So I'll stop there.
Wait, no, y'all finish the line. How do you feel? How did Disneyland feel to you? Randy Daytona, how did Disneyland? I want Disneyland.
Folks, you had to have seen the movie. Otherwise, it sounds crazy. But it was a crazy movie. The only reason we really watched it was because we play table tennis. And it's rare to see a movie about the sport. So the movie was kind of crazy or really kind of farcical or comedy. And it had some strange parts in it. It had, what's that guy named? Lopez? Mario Lopez. And George Lopez. And is that his name?
Yeah.
George Lopez. Mario Lopez is Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. Mario was the other one.
And he's on whatever. It doesn't matter. So anyway, let's get back to Eric Dickerson. Excuse me, because I'm going to put his picture back up while I'm reading this. I know. Don't get offended. All right, here we go. Boycott the Super Bowl. Fans back NFL. Listen, Claude. You got to listen. This is important.
Okay.
Boycott the Super Bowl. Fans back NFL legend Eric Dickerson after he tells Bad Bunny to get out of America over halftime show controversy. Now, this article is by Hina Singh, and this is the publication it's like an online whatever they call it now website. Gridiron Heroics is the name of the website. The Super Bowl 60 halftime show has sparked outrage after NFL legend Eric Dickerson slammed the league's decision to feature Bad Bunny, and I don't have a picture of him because I didn't want to.
Don't worry, you ain't missing nothing. Wait, he can't wrestle. He can't rap. It's a waste of my money. It's a waste of my. Why get so upset over this?
Don't get upset. Don't get upset. I knew this was gonna make Claude's blood boil. All right.
Yes.
Now we're gonna start over. The Super Bowl 60 halftime show has sparked outrage after NFL legend Eric Dickerson slammed the league's decision to feature Bad Bunny as its headliner. Speaking to TMZ on October 10th, 2025, Dickerson criticized what he called the NFL's political crap, that's in quotes, and questioned the artist's inclusion given his comments about the United States. The backlash quickly spilled onto social media where fans called for a complete boycott of the event. Boycott the Super Bowl and all advertisers and sponsors, one fan declared. Now, this is a quote from Eric Dickerson on X. We won't go there. That used to be formerly known as Twitter. I love my country. Now, this is a quote from Eric Dickerson. I'm not going to play it. You know what? Why not? I think I am going to play it. And excuse the language if the language, forgive me if the language gets salty.
Where's Bad Bunny from? He's from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Don't want to hit the U.S. people say someone else. Apparently, well, Puerto Rico is part of the U.S. I know, but still, don't want to a lot of people, parents are kind of up in arms because some of his content's kind of adult. Yeah. He talks about partying, women, this and that. You know, what do you make of that? Is that okay? What's so adult? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like I said, I heard some stuff you said about it. Do you think the NFL kind of puts this in place so people have conversations to make controversy? It seems like sometimes they might do that, right? NFL is quicker than the federal government. So corruption from the top. No, I know. We know that the elites all over are pretty corrupt, right? Money makes people corrupt. What you say? Yeah. I don't know. And one is something about don't come back from. Yeah. I know what. But only that part of the rest of it. It's not.
I'm gonna stop it there. Were you able to hear that, Claude?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, I mean, he went off, blasted the NFL. He blasted the NFL. This man is in the NFL Hall of Fame. He didn't pull no punches. People are. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said if they gonna put Bad Bunny as the Hall of Fame, and at the halftime show, you might as well put me in on. Let me do a halftime Hall. I can't sing a lick, so I'm just putting you up there. I'm just letting everybody know I can't sing a lick, so don't worry.
But Claude's saying he's just about as legitimate as Bad Bunny. Now that's really saying something. But you know, part of what this is all about is this gets kind of deep. But these people worship money, and they worship the almighty dollar. They don't worship God, so they have no. A lot of them have no use for God. They don't respect Him. They don't fear Him, and they're very foolish. And see, there was controversy the other year about the Super Bowl. Oh, I know what it was.
Which one?
Wait a minute, listen. Oh, most of them. But when it came out about the diddler, P. Diddy, and him being a pimp and a drug dealer and all these things, which, of course, he's been convicted for. He'll be serving, about 5 years in federal prison?
5. He got 5. Might get out in 3.
Yeah, he got it. He got caught a break as far as we concerned. But when it was Lord forgive him, when it came out how close of association Jay-Z, Lazy we call him, was associated with him, and also was an accusation made which he vehemently denied. A woman made that she had been raped by him or something that happened at one of the Diddy parties. And he said she's a liar and blah, blah, blah. So they kicked, clapped back at it. It was cause for him to step down because he is the one who does the entertainment for that Super Bowl halftime show. Yes, that Jay-Z. He does it. So he's the one responsible for bringing the infamous Bad Bunny.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
I got no fault insurance.
Yeah.
Bro.
So the NFL doesn't care. They do not care, and I'm going to stop there. Eric Dickerson spoke, I think, volumes of what he said. I hope everybody could hear it clearly. It's corrupt. Everything has been corrupted. Sports, period, because they brought in gambling. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody always has gambled on sports. But once you made them the league sponsors, it's a wrap. Integrity gets thrown out of the window. Now, that's one aspect of it. We ain't even scratched the surface with it as far as the drugs, the alcohol, the steroids, the concussions. I mean, it goes on and on and on. So you're signing up for a tough job when you sign up for that because everything is on the line. Your health, your soul, your integrity, everything. You got to be a strong individual to be able to get through that intact. So that's my take. Anything else you want to add, Claude? That really made your blood boil. I could tell.
Yeah, my Uncle Manuel is kicking in for me.
Yo,
Yeah, that's bad. I'm not a Hulk Hogan fan.
See, Claude is a big WWF follower. I'm sorry, WWE. And Bad Bunny was in one of those WrestleManias, wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Rey Mysterio. Another one I can't stand. But go ahead. I'll be cool. I'll be
Yeah,
quiet.
actually, I was a little shocked. He actually was not a bad performer. Don't get me wrong, I don't particularly care for him at all. But I was surprised at the bumps he was willing to take. Because didn't he get beat up by the Miz and who was the other wrestler? Didn't they beat him up?
Jake Paul, not Jake. His
No.
brother.
No, it was the Miz and somebody else.
I'm trying to
because he tried to embarrass them, and they retaliated, and it was ugly. They spray painted his Lamborghini or some trash, some stupid gimmick they did, like building up to the WrestleMania. So I've spent too much time on this already. Let's move on.
Yeah, too many. I can't get my minutes back.
Too much flame, too much bloodshed.
I can't get my minutes back.
He can't get our minutes back talking about a Bad Bunny. What is this? Bugs Bunny gone evil. Get out of here. Get this. The NFL needs to be ashamed of themselves. All the artists we got in the world, you get this guy talking junk. Yeah, Eric Dickerson has some good points. So anyway, I'm done. Moving on. We're done. Excuse me. We're done.
To the break of dawn.
Now, last but not least, we turn our attentions to a local minister.
No, please, Roman, don't do it. Don't do it.
Control yourself. We're going to talk about none other than Pastor Marvin Winans of the Winans fame.
Oh.
Remember BB and CC? That was one of his brother and sister.
That's his brother. Okay. Yeah, I knew. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yep.
On my YouTube music.
Yep. So Pastor Winans is in the center of a controversy, and
is he in Detroit? Is he?
Well, he's the head of Perfecting Church in Detroit.
Oh.
He's born and raised here. Him and his brothers, who became famous as the Winans, a singing group, gospel group, and he has been the pastor of Perfecting Church for many, many years. So the way the churches and I gotta be very careful what I'm about to say. Very careful. Very, 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 very careful. But in holiness, the way they do things in the churches, we don't do it that way. And let's see Rock Smooth. I'm gonna play a video of his and we'll make some sense out of what's going on. Stand by.
Marvin. All right, let's take a look at Marvin, y'all. We got to take a look at Marvin. Watch this. My Lord. Watch this. He went crazy. There you go.
I, Roberta McCoy, given faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying.
You ain't listening.
If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Lord.
Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
Lord. Come on, Marv. Marv, why you got to be like that, Marvin? Marvin said, I don't even want your money because you're stupid. I said I want 2,000. You came up here with 1,200. You're stupid. I don't want nothing. I don't just sit down, sit your behind down, and learn how to count. But look, he took the 1,200 though. Marvin was like, I'm taking the 1,200 though. She said, I'm gonna work on the other 800. That's how prostitutes talk to pimps. A pimp would be like, "Ho, you back already? You must got all my money, ho." That's how they talk. Pimps, seriously. Ho, you back this fast? You got the money this fast? Daddy, I only got 1,200. I'm gonna work on the other 8. Well, work on it now because you can't go to sleep till you get the other 8. That's how pimps talk to hoes. Lord, and he did it to her while she was with her grandson or something. He had on his little shiny suit. Traumatized. He had to traumatize a little boy.
Lord help us. Lord Jesus help us. What's going on, Claude? Marvin Winans, man, he talking, as C-Rock Smooth said, he talking to her like a pimp.
Oh, yeah.
What in the world is wrong with this man? Is he hey man, is this guy crazy? What's wrong?
I think he's off mind for a minute.
So he went on Channel 7, ABC, same difference. Local news here in Detroit. And I think they had him talk, and then they had the woman talk because this went viral on the internet, and Marvin Winans was getting castigated, as rightfully so. And so I think he ultimately apologized because as they say, the heat was on. So he apologized. But I'm like, this man, I don't understand how people still are under him. Now, I don't know if people are aware. If you live in Detroit, everybody should know about this, but you may not. But no, their church is on Nevada. His church, Perfecting, is on Nevada on the east side of Detroit. But they've been building a quote unquote temple for the past 20 years plus.
And you still can't get the money.
And for some odd reason, they just, even with his pimpish tactics, he can't raise the money to finish this building. So the city, I think this was going on almost 2 years ago, gave him an ultimatum: either finish this church or we're going to take it back, the land back, and tear it down and develop it for something else. So he pleaded with them and cried foul, and he went down there and he came up with this plan. And so I guess what we're seeing here is the plan. I don't know, but this is he said that, Lord.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
He said that. I pointed the wrong way. So, Lord help him. So, let me gain my composure. Forgive us, Lord. Forgive us, folks. All right. I'm back. They have been building that church for over 20 years. You can't seem to finish it. But from best of my knowledge, they have been building it with the congregation's money, which is nothing wrong with that. But apparently, they didn't take out a traditional loan. You went
Go
to.
to Co-America. They give you loans.
I'm sorry, who?
Go to Co-America. They give you loans.
That's true. He could have got a loan from Comerica and just had the people pay it off gradually, but no. He taking the people's money, some of it anyway, and putting it, building it in increments. You said go to the club. Claude said that. I don't know. I wasn't. My name is Bennett. I ain't in it. I don't know about no clubs, strip clubs, or nothing like that. So I don't know who frequents them and don't want to know. So that's pure speculation on Claude's part.
Yeah, it's my speculation.
But he's probably right. But I don't know that. I don't know that. I haven't seen it. I'm only going to speak what I've seen, and I have not seen that. So, that being said, we hope justice is done and the people get their church or they tear it down, or I'm talking about this one that they can't seem to finish. And I hope.
I want to see it before I turn 8, before I turn 50.
Club, by the way, is 40 something. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe we will.
I want to see it before 50. Before I turn 50, so
you might.
I got about 7 years. You got 7 years to finish the
43? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable.
43 is about to come up, so that's what I'm saying. 7 years.
Well, that's reasonable. That's a reasonable request. So we'll see what happens, but I hope he doesn't dog the mothers in the church like that no more. I don't think that's. Carlito would say that's not cool, man. That's not cool. God is not pleased with that. Marvin, I'm sorry, Pastor Winans. Don't do that. That's not nice. It's not nice. You wouldn't want nobody doing that to your mama. You or your mama. And funny how things can turn around. God can humble you. And Lord knows when I say that, I'm talking from experience. So
we seen it.
Don't.
It ain't cool, man.
It's not cool, man. So we're gonna pray for Pastor Winans and his flock, that they will stop getting fleeced, and that their tithe and offering money and things will go for the Lord's work. And I'm going to stop there. So that's all I have, Claude. Is there anything else you want to add before we sign off?
Did we talk about anything else? We started really nothing really.
Yeah, I think we pretty much covered it all, but we wanted to cover. So it was a great episode. Y'all have to forgive us because
I'm a silly cat, so don't worry.
He was Claude was in rare form, and I just kind of lost it too. I kind of lost it. So pray for us, and we hope to be back. We hope to be back. We want to thank all of the new followers on Facebook. We really appreciate you. God bless you, and keep spreading the truth. Spread the program, and if you like what we're doing, and give us some feedback on it. So we appreciate you. Love you guys, and make sure you check out our posts, and because we're always trying to enlighten and wake up people out of the matrix. Blue Print or Red Print. Oh, one quick no, we'll say that for another episode about what's his name? Family Matters man, Darius McCrary.
Oh, that was who we were supposed to talk about.
No. We've done enough. We'll come back to him.
They ain't ready for him.
Yeah, we'll come back to him. He's got a Michigan connection too, and not in the way you would think. So
Well, you might as well let Claude have a Michigan connection.
Yeah, you were born and raised here and live here, but no,
I
said too much.
I'm talking about Claude. You said too much.
I've said too much already.
I said Claude the mute.
Help, Lord. All right, Claude, great job. Even despite the silliness, I feel you. This was a wild one because people are wild now. You know, we're living in the last days and times, and things are really going crazy. So all we can do is keep the faith, keep trusting in the Lord, stay on the straight and narrow, because there's always going to be people who veer off the right path and land in the ditch. So with that being said, God bless everybody. Take care. Seek the truth. But just remember when you find it, the truth hurts. Claude, say good night to the good people.
Good night.
Good night. God bless, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Peace.